Today in this video, we will discuss about the loops in C sharp, how many loops in C sharp, and what is the purpose of each and every loops. So today we will discuss about that. Okay, first see about the loops. After that, we will see the implementation. Okay, loops. Basically, in C sharp there are five loops. Okay, there are five loops in C sharp. Loop number first, for loop. Second one, while loop. Third one, do while loop. Fourth one, for each loop. For each loop. And fifth one, parallel. Parallel dot for. Parallel dot for. That is basically used in multi-threading. Multi-threading. Basically, we have five loops, and this one is used. This parallel dot for loop is used in multi-threading. Okay, we'll discuss about this. For loop. In each and every loop, one something is common. Okay, initialization. Initialization. Condition and iteration. Initialization, condition, and iteration. In each and every loop, we have three things common. Okay. If you talk about for loop, then what is the syntax and when it is used? For every loop, these three things is common: initialization, condition, and iteration. Okay. When we use for loop, okay, the case when we use for loop are used when exactly know the iteration, how many times you need to run this loop. If you know the count, then better to use for loop. Okay, the syntax is for loop is this: for initialization, initialization, semicolon, condition, condition, and iteration. This is the for loop syntax. Okay, this is the initialization, this is the condition, this is the iteration. How it runs? First time is it initialize by this, and second time how it run. Suppose initialization 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 is taken as one, condition is taken, and the iteration is taken 3. Okay, then how the execution happen for the for loop. Okay, if the initialization taken 1, condition taken 2, and iteration taken 3, then first it will run 1. After that 2 means first initialization. After that 2 means condition. Check the condition. After that, and this is the some expression, some statements. We have taken statement as 4. Okay, then execution step. First it will initialize, then second step check the condition. After checking the condition, this execute 4. 4 means statement. It will execute the statement. After that, after that after that iteration means 3. Then what happening in this execution process, execution step, this is the execution steps. Okay, first one means initialization. If we are using for loop, then this is the syntax of for loop, and the execution step, how this for loop executed means first one means initialization. First whatever we initialize by the variable with the value, that will run. Okay, after that second means condition. After initialization, just check the condition. If the condition is true, then go to the 4 step. Okay, if the condition is true, then go to the 4th step, means statement, print the statement. Okay, after that 3 means iteration. After this iterate, whatever the iteration means, decrement operator or increment operator, whatever use, then after fourth means statement. After executing statements means fourth point, this will go to the 3 means iteration. It will go to the iteration, that decrement increment whatever happen. Then after that iteration, just again check the condition, means after 3 what happened after 3, after iteration, just again check the condition means 2. After that go to step 4. 4 means statement printing. Okay. After that, again go to the 2. Okay. After that, fourth step means statement. After that, go to the iteration. Iteration means 3, not 2, 3. Okay. Means what happening after initialization, it will check the condition, then statement, then iteration, then condition, statement, again iteration, again check condition. Means this happening again and again. One time initialization is done, then second one condition check and the statement. Condition check and statement. Condition check is 2, statement is 4. 2 and 4. After that, iteration. Iteration means 3. After that, check condition 2. After that, statement. After 2, that is 4. After that, 3. 3 means iteration. Means uh, condition is 2, statement 4, 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. This is the again and again repeated this one. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. Like that. Repeated this one. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, 3. 4, 3 like that. One time initialization is done. Then again 2, 4, 3. Then again 2, 4, 3. Then again 2, 4, 3. This process repeating again and again. One time initialization, after that 2, 4, 3. 2 means what? Condition check. 4 means statement. And 3 means iteration. Again iteration. 2, 4, 3 means condition, statement, iteration. Condition, statement, iteration. Condition, statement, iteration. Is first time initialize the value. After that 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3 process repeat again and again. Okay. If the condition is false, then what happened? First time initialization, check the condition. If the condition is true, then 4 means statement, then 3 iteration. If the condition is false, then out of the loop. Then out of the loop, no iteration, no statement. Okay. If the condition is true, execution steps when condition is true. What happens if the condition is false? If the condition is false, then what happens? First, initialization happen. In this case, initialization happen. Okay. Initialization happen. This statement executed. After that, second is condition check. Second is condition check. If the condition is false, then out of the loop. Means suppose we have STMT statement statements that is taken as 5, that is taken as number 5. Okay, taken as number 5. The condition is false. When the condition is false, then initialization happen. Second, condition check. Second step also done, condition check, and the condition is false. Condition is false. Condition is false. Then it will go to the step 5, statement 5. Okay, jump from the loop. This is the process of execution of the for loop. This is the syntax: initialization, condition, iteration, and this is the statement under the for loop. If the condition is true, then under the for loop, whatever the statement that is repeated, that is executed. Okay, if the condition is false, then loop jump out of the loop block. Means this statement will be printed. Okay, if the statement is true, then this process happen. Sorry, if the condition loop condition is true, then this process happen again and again. First, initialization, do the check the condition, means true means condition, check the condition. Fourth statement, print the statement. After that, go to the iteration, update the loop variable, and again check the condition, go to the statement, and again 3 2 4 3 2 4 3. This is happen if the condition is true. If the condition is false, then what happen? State loop initialization is done, and second condition is checked. If the condition is false, in that case out of the loop, means this is the out of the loop. This is the process of execution of for loop. Okay, if we have only one line, only one statement, then curly braces is not mandatory. Okay, this curly brace is not mandatory. If the condition is true, then first statement, the line number, this line is executed. If the condition is false, then the loop is executed from here. If the multiple statement need to execute in for loop, then curly brace is important. Okay, because after checking this condition, if the condition is true, then all the line come under the for loop, come under the curly brace. We need to execute all lines. Okay, then in that case curly brace is required. Okay, if the only one line, then condition true, and this line executed. If the condition false, then leave this line and go to this line. Okay, if we have more lines, then we put the curly brace, and if the condition is true, then all the lines executed. If the condition is false, then all the line leave whatever under the curly brace. Okay, and print this one. Okay, where's she practical example of this? Okay. We have for loop. Okay, initialization, suppose we have I initialized by 1. Okay, and second one is the condition I is less than or equal to 10. Okay, and I plus plus, and I need to print console dot right line I. We have only one loop, only one statement, only one line, then there is no need of curly brace. Okay, then what happened? First, initialize loop variable I equal to 1. Okay, after that, what happened? After that, the condition check. Okay, the condition is checking, means I means 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10. That is fine. That is true. 1 is less than or equal to 10. That is true. Okay, and after if the condition is true, then we go to the statement printing. Okay, then this will print console.writeLine I have 1. Okay, this will print 1, and we are using write line. After printing 1, after printing 1, this will go to the line number second. Okay, what happened again? After printing this, it will go to the iteration loop variable here. This is 1, then increase the value by 1. I plus plus means we can write like this also. I equal to I plus 1. We can write like this also. Okay, I plus plus means I equal to I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. Okay, this will increase the value, plus plus increase the value of I by 1. Okay, now I have 2. Then again we check the condition. 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yeah, true. Then again go to the this statement and print 2. Okay, and change the line and go to the next line. Okay, after that again we go to the iteration. Okay, this is repeated. Condition statement not clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise means condition statement and iteration, condition statement and iteration, condition statement and iteration. Okay, anti-clockwise it will work. Okay, if the condition is false, then out of the loop. Out of the loop means we have second only one line, only one statement, then we leave this statement and print here whatever available, print or execute whatever available. Okay, only leave this line. If the for loop have only one line, then condition true, then this line will executed. If the condition is false, then this line leave this line. If we have multiple condition, after if the condition is true, then I want to execute multiple lines, then we need to put in that curly braces. Okay, put in that curly braces. Okay, we can put curly braces also, no problem. Okay, if the condition is true, then we want to execute this line. Okay, if the condition is false, then I want to leave this line. Okay, and from here the execution pointer executed. Okay, and this will print from 1 to 10. Okay, this is the execution of for. You got it? 1 to 10. Okay, what is the common things in all the loops? Initialization, condition, and iteration. These three things is common for all the loops. Okay, but the execution is process is little bit different. We can go for loop if we know the condition or how many times will iterate the loop, then we go for loop. If we know the condition, if we know that iteration count, how many times the loop will be executed, if we know, then we go with for loop. Okay, and in for loop, condition is checking before printing, the condition is checking. Okay, and now we will discuss while loop. Second one, while. Syntax while loop. In this first initialization, in while loop, first point is initialization. After that, while. After that, here condition. After that, statement. After that, statement. And here last is iteration. Iteration. Initialization, condition, statements, and iteration. This is the syntax of while loop. Okay, first initialization, then condition, then whatever the statement we need to execute, then we execute that one, and then iteration. Okay, this is quite simple. First initialize, then check the condition. If the condition is true, then go to the while loop and this print whatever lines that is available. After that, iterate. After iteration, just go to the condition. If the condition is true, then again this process happen. Then again go to the condition. If the condition is true, then again this happen. Okay. If the condition is false, then jump here from the loop, out of the loop. Okay. Initialization, condition, and iteration. These three things is common for every loop, but the syntax and behavior change in each and every loop. Okay. If when you we go for the while loop, when only know the we don't know how many times, how many iteration need to do. Okay, then we go for while loop. Okay, and in while loop, here last one is iteration. Okay, and in while loop also the condition is checking before the statement execution. Before the statement execution, the condition is checking. Okay, condition checking before is before the statement printing, the condition first checked. After that, statement execution happen. Okay, if we know everything, then go for loop. Initialization, condition, iteration, everything we know. How many times loop to be run also know. Then we go how many iteration we need to do. Then we go for loop. Okay. While loop, if we don't know how many times loop need to be executed, this loop, then we go for while loop. Okay. See the practical example of while loop also. Comment. First initialization int I equal to 0, while loop I less than or equal to 10, console dot write line I plus plus. Okay. First initialization, second step condition, and after that if the condition is true then statement executed. After that iteration, after iteration it will again go to the condition and statement, again is iteration, then again condition. If the condition is true then this happen. If the condition is false then out of the loop here. Okay. Then again it will print from 1 to 10. I have initialized by 0, that's why it's printed from 0. Okay, from 1 to 10. Okay, this is the while loop. Now we go for do while loop. Do while loop, what all are things? Now we go for do while loop. Do while loop. And do while loop, first initialization, first initialization, after that in this loop also we check sorry here whatever statement want to print we can print, and after that iteration, iteration, after iteration check the condition, 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 and let me column here. Do in do while loop, first initialization, after initialization do while, its name is do, means do means do this one. After that, after doing this check the condition. Okay, first initialization, after initialization do these things, after doing this check the condition. And in mostly interviews uh, the difference will be asked between while loop and do while loop. What is the difference between while loop and do while loop? The difference between while and do while loop, because in while loop the condition is checked before the statement execution. Okay, then if the condition is false, then the loop will not execute. If the first time condition is false, then our loop body will not be executed any times, zero times. Okay, and in case of do while loop, after initialization we are not checking the condition, we are checking the condition last step, we are checking the condition. So after initialization it will print the statements, and after iteration it will check the condition. Means the difference is do while loop print at least one time whether the condition is false or true. Means do while loop at least कम से कम एक बार आपका एग्जीक्यूट होगा. At least do while loop at least one time executed where the condition is false. Condition false or true, one time the do while loop will be executed. But here in the case of while loop, zero times execute the while loop if the condition is false. If the condition is false, then while loop is not executed. But if the condition is false, then one time it will be executed because we are checking the condition in last. But here in while loop we are checking the condition first. So if the condition is false, then while loop will not execute anything. Okay. But here in case of do while, the condition is checking last. So at least one time executed. Okay, at least one time executed. Then what you will say if the examiner asks what is the difference between while loop and do while loop, then you can say in do while loop at least one time the loop will be executed if the condition, whether the condition is true or false. And in case of while loop, if the condition is false, then the while loop is not executed. Okay, at least one time loop executed, at least one time loop will be executed if the condition is true or false in do while. And this case is not work with while loop. Okay, now we can say the practical implementation of do while. Initialization and I equal to 0. Do what we want, just do. Print the statement console dot write line hello world. Okay, do this one, and after do while, and here we can check I is less than or equal to 5. Here we can start it from 1, and this will print 5 times. I equal to once. We have initialized this one and do this one. After doing this one, check the condition. Okay, then initialize this one, print this one. First print this one. After this check the condition. I is less than or equal to 5. I is less than or equal to 5. 1 is less than or equal to 5. Right. Again, go to the one time initialization. Initialization, condition, and iteration. Here iteration I plus plus. Okay. Initialization, iteration, and condition. These all three things is common for every loop, but the writing syntax are different for each and every loop. Okay. Initialization here in this while loop, and here iteration, and here condition. Okay, you can write like this, no issue. Here you can write, or we can write here. Okay. It will print hello world. This will print hello world. After that, I is 1. First, I is 1. After that, printing I is 2. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Again, this will print. Again, this 3. Again, this 3 is less than or equal to 5. Again, this print. Again and again until the condition is true. This will printed. Okay. Hello world, hello world, hello world. Okay. Now you can see the difference. If the condition is false, means suppose I is equal to 1, this will print hello world, and I plus plus, here I is equal to 2, and you can check like this, means 2, I have 2, I have 2, 2 is greater than or equal to 5, the condition is false, but one time printed. Okay, in case of do while loop, suppose just in first initialize, after that print this one hello world printed, after that loop iteration, this will 2, increase the value by 1, the I now I will be 1, 1 from 1 to 2, and after here the condition will check 2 is greater than or equal to 5, the condition is false, but one time printed hello world, one time printed. Instead of our condition is true, our no sorry, our condition is false, but one time printed. Okay, one time printed, our condition, instead of our condition is false but one time printed. But when we use while loop, suppose it convert into the while loop, and same, put the same condition here, the same condition like this, remove this one, this will print I equal to 1, first initialize I equal to 1, and I is greater than or equal to 5, I is greater than or equal to 5, I means 1, 1 is greater than or equal to 5, the condition is false, then this will go to the out of the loop. Here you can print out of the loop, out of the loop. This will not print hello world because the condition is false. This is the difference between do while and while loop. Do while loop print at least one time whether the condition is false or true. But in the case of while loop, if the condition is false, then loop will not execute it. And then this condition is false. 1 is greater than or equal to 5. No, condition is false. So hello world will not be printed. And this I not incremented by 1 because this block, while block is not executed. Directly loop jump to this line. So out of the loop will be printed. Out of the loop. Got it? This is the do while loop. This is the do while. Okay. Now we'll discuss for loop, while loop, do while loop, and now we will discuss for each loop. For each loop. For each loop basically used for list or array or collection. Collection. For each loop is used for list, array or collection. We use for loop. We go for each loop. We go for each loop. The case we have to iterate collection, array or list. If we have list, array, collection, then we can iterate by for each loop. Okay. What is the syntax of for each loop? For each in collection, collection, and from collection one collection items, item, item, and here we can say collection as items. From items, this is the collection. This is the collection means items. We have multiple items. Okay, collection. And from this collection, one by one item come here, and we can print this item here. Okay. Statements like that we can use for each loop. Okay, we can see an example of for each loop. Suppose we have string array of names equal to, this is the collection of names, array of names. Okay, suppose we have 1 like that, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have array of string collection or list. We can iterate using for each loop. Then we use for each loop for it. For each loop, we have collection, array, we have array, items, multiple string. Okay, so we put here array names, yeah, item names. This is the items, and multiple items. Here is string array. Okay, multiple strings. So one by one, this type is string. Okay, so one string is come here from this list. One by one string come here from names. This one come here. That's why we have taken as string. Okay, because this is string type. So from names, from the string array, this one come here. Then we can print console.writeLine name. This will print name. Name means 1. First, from this array, this number of string one by one come here. Okay. Then first come here 1. Then 1 is printed. Used write line or new line. After printing, the cursor will go to the new line. After that, this will come here. Then again print 2 and next line 3, next line 4, next line. Because after printing we have used line, that's why after printing it will go to the new line. Okay, and from this array of strings, one by one string, one by one value come from this array to this one, and this will print here. Okay, that's why for each loop we used for printing collection, to iterate collection, list or array. Okay, so it will print 1 2 3 4 5 like that. 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Okay, and apart from this we can use array of objects. If you want to iterate the list, then we need to create a class, create employee class, student class, student class. We will take few property: id, name, description. Like that we have taken 3. Not only take 3: id, name and description. Okay, id, name and description. Okay, we have taken 3 things. So we'll remove this one and we'll, if you don't know about the list collection, then in collection, and further I will make the video regarding generic collection, non-generic collection. Then we will understand what is the collection, what is the generic collection, non-generic collection, everything. I will do that in further videos. So you can see like that, that we can iterate list of object. So here we use students, list of student, and here we can manually fill the student, new student, id equal to 101, name equal to abc, description some text. Like that we can take not more, only 3 students data. We maintain the list of three items, three students. Okay, 102, 103, ABC, PQR, XYZ, XYZ. Description, test one, test two. Okay, comma here. Okay, we have list of three students. Okay, and I want to, yeah, this is the collection of students, collection of student. This is students, is collection of student. This is students. Then we can iterate students collection, students collection. Here we will get the student s. Okay, because here this is the list of students. Okay, this is the list of students, and from the list we are getting one student, so we will take the type here student. Okay, from the list of student here we are getting one student, so its type will be student. Okay, if you don't know the type, then you can use where. Okay, no problem. I will show using where. There will be no difference. Okay, then here you can print like that, id, id, none. Here you can use placeholder 0, or you can write string literal. Here you can use s dot id. Okay, id equal to this, name equal to this, s dot name, and description colon equal to s dot description. Okay, this is the student list, and this in this student s variable, the first student, this will come, and it will print the s dot id means 101, s dot name abc, s dot description means test. After that, the second student came in s, this will print, and here we are used the right line, the first line, first student print, second line, second student print, third line, third student print. Okay, then we can run and get the output. Okay, student 1, 2, 3, ABC, PQR, description, test 1, test 2, like this. Got it? If here we can use where, no problem. Where is keyword which initialized at compile time, because this is the list of student at compile time. This student first instance will come here in the s variable, and that s variable, it automatically converted to the student type, because this student list is student list. This is the, this student is type of list of student. Okay, so from list of student, one student came here, so its type will be automatically converted to the student, and we can access it. No problem, same output we will get. Okay, after that we have This one we can use in multi-thread. This is used in multi-threading. Okay, if we can use in multi-threading. This loop is used in system dot multi-threading system dot threading the task namespace. This loop come under that, and task parallel library, multi-threaded loop. This is multi-threaded loop. Okay, when we learn the concept of multi-threading task parallel libraries, then we will show example of this parallel dot for loop. Okay. Parallel dot for loop, parallel dot for each loop. Everything I will show. Okay, because if I will show at this time, then you can't understand because you don't. If you don't know, because if you don't know the concept of multi-threading and task parallel library concept, you don't know about the parallel dot for each loop. So when I will cover the concept of multi-threading task parallel library, at that time I will show this loop. Okay. I mentioned here because we are talking about the loops. That's why I mentioned this loop also. Okay. Parallel dot for, parallel dot for each. Everything I will discuss when we go for the multi-threading task parallel library concept. Then I will show. Okay. If is there anything if anything is not understandable or anything little bit confusing, then please let me know or comment in my video. I will uh, clear your doubts. Okay, that's all. Thank you.